Andrea.
Hi, Candice. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. Great.
Amazing. I'm super excited to be having this behind the scene colleague series with you where we get to connect with our people in Swydo who's been part of the team for a long time.
Well, I'm honored, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's been 10 years, so congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, time flies, really. It hasn't felt like 10 years, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna find out very soon why it hasn't felt like 10 years. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
So, since we said now, you just said 10, it doesn't feel like 10 years, but 10 years can be quite a long time. So what kept you here and what do you love most about the team?
Yeah, well, I started pretty young, to be honest. It was my first real job. Well, everybody made me feel like we were friends at the office. And
Definitely.
that was a big thing for me.
Mm.
I started working while I was living in the Netherlands. After that, I moved back home. Back home is
Okay.
Guatemala. And even though the distance happened, I still felt like, first of all, the trust from the team, just me working really far away, but still being able to connect with the office, with everyone in the office. And of course, the clients, right? So, of course, doing my job. That part as well.
Okay.
So yeah, time flies, and I was still in uni when I started with Swydo, so I was able to finish, and then I just kept on feeling like I was still part of the team and that I still had things to do in the company. I would say maybe that is why it was 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Or it
beautiful.
has been 10 years actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 10 years. Exactly. So you just mentioned clients. You do speak to them every single day. Is there a feature or like a way of using Swydo that you keep wanting to remind people about, something you feel agencies aren't really using enough?
Currently, I think our AI feature it's pretty great. It will
Okay.
analyze the whole report. But before the I would say like people weren't using a lot of templates. They were or maybe using them wrong. Templates, I think it's great. It will give you a great head start when creating reports. I think as well the custom metrics. It's a great feature that's not used that much. You know, you can create your own metrics using any other metric available from the platform. So I don't see a lot of users taking advantage of it.
Okay. So what do you hear most from our clients? Like, what do agencies come to you with, and what does that tell you about what matters to them when it comes to reporting?
Yeah, they all have one thing in common, and is that they probably spend too much time creating reports.
No ways.
Yeah, they usually do Google Sheets or PowerPoint presentations and taking screenshots or exporting data from the different platforms into a spreadsheet and then that converting it into something else. So yeah, they all have the same thing in common, and is that they want to spend their time doing something else, and they want to automate the processes.
For anyone watching who is unsure whether to stay somewhere long term, what has 10 years at Swydo taught you about building a career and growing within one space?
Yeah, like we live in this world where you're being told that you always have to be chasing the next good thing. But actually, like making a career somewhere is also a great experience and it's a great thing, especially in companies like Swydo where they really appreciate you and then, yeah, you feel comfortable at. So, of course, if you're not comfortable in a company, then move. But yeah, I think my experience has been completely the opposite. So, I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, it's not all the time about changing or moving on to the next big thing. You can also do great things where you are.
Exactly. Yeah, the grass is greener where you water it. Okay, last question. What is one fun fact about you that the LinkedIn page doesn't know yet?
Yeah. So for already 2 years, I've been working in being a silversmither. So yeah, I do jewelry in my spare time.
Okay.
I
That's
am
very
actually not
cool.
wearing anything that I've created myself. But yeah, so starting from scratch, like melting the silver and then transforming that into a band and then adding the different gems and stuff. So passionate about it. I love that. Yeah, that's something that makes me happy and something that LinkedIn doesn't have yet. They don't know about it.
Amazing. Okay, well, Andrea, thank you so much for this. Love hearing your story, and I really hope they will love it too. If you're watching this and you want to know more about the platform Andrea works with every single day, the link is in our comments. Thanks, Andrea. See you in the next one. Bye.